Welcome viewers. Welcome to Family Secrets. 15 and counting. The Queen prepares to appoint her most recent PM. However, please take a second of your time to hit the subscribe button under and do not overlook to flip on the notification bell for extra updates. London, we're back, royal readers, and in simply a few days' time the new chief of the governing Conservative Party and consequently, the country's subsequent High Minister will be announced. As you will recall, the Queen and politics do not commonly mix, however she is worried in the transition, so let's smash it down. As head of state, the appointments of new High Ministers is one of Elizabeth II's core constitutional duties, alongside with the state opening of Parliament and signing parliamentary payments into law. The race is now down to the two last contenders, frontrunner and contemporary UK Foreign Secretary Liz Truss and former Finance Minister Rishi Sunak. The pair have spent the summer season campaigning to Conservative grassroots individuals, and the winner of that vote will be printed on Monday. Whoever emerges positive will be the normally, the practicalities are straightforward. In a nutshell, the outgoing PM makes an announcement outdoor 10 Downing Street and then heads off to Buckingham Palace for a remaining farewell target market with the monarch. Shortly after, their successor travels over for their appointment. All in all, it is quite quick, taking round a half an hour. However, this time, no longer so much. The sovereign had meant to interrupt her holiday in Scotland and return to London to appoint the new PM. But in a destroy with royal tradition, Buckingham Palace introduced Wednesday that the 96-year-old will no longer be making the 1,000-mile spherical trip, with the outgoing chief and his successor visiting to Balmoral on Tuesday instead. According to a royal source, the choice to preserve the two audiences at her Scottish U.S. dwelling alternatively than at Buckingham Palace for the first time in her 70-year reign was once made to furnish walk in the park to the Prime Minister's diary. The supply informed CNN the selection was once to keep away from any last-minute choice preparations in the match the Queen finds herself experiencing any episodic mobility troubles subsequent week. As a result, Tuesday will probably be a greater protracted tournament due to the distance between London and Balmoral and the logistics involved. The selection additionally makes sense, given that greater lately the Queen's presence has usually been established on the day relying on how she is feeling. Case in point, a royal supply advised CNN Friday that the Queen would pass over the annual Bremer gathering this weekend, however that Prince Charles, who normally accompanies her, would nevertheless be at the Highland Games. The selection used to be made for the Queen's comfort, the supply said. The protocols for high ministerial appointments are unwritten, primarily based as an alternative on constitutional convention, in accordance to experts. It's all a depend of conference, that we simply have a top minister, one minister who is extra necessary than the others in that capacity, that there are no actual felony formalities to endure for the appointment, defined Craig Prescott, a lecturer in regulation at Bangor University in Wales. Historically, the monarch would have had a good deal larger flexibility over who that main advisor would be, he informed CNN. That discretion has ebbed away due to the fact there are now constitutional conventions in region that alter who the High Minister is. It's vary a whole lot for the political parties and for the electorate to finally figure out who the top minister is, and the Queen successfully places that selection into action, he added. Prescott stated the Queen is nevertheless worried due to the fact it has to be remembered that the authorities is nonetheless carried on in the title of the Crown. It is nevertheless Her Majesty's government. So how will Tuesday unfold? Well, at some point, Johnson will arrive and gentle his resignation as top minister and First Lord of the Treasury. Fun fact, most expect 10 Downing Street is the authentic dwelling of the top minister, however it is in truth that of the First Lord of the Treasury, a function normally held by using the PM. One of the closing acts of the workplace is to recommend the monarch on their successor, even if it has already been determined via neutral, in accordance to Prescott. Please inform us in the comments. Please do now no longer overlook about to subscribe and flip on the notification bell to see our Employer New Day updates. Thanks for